Technology adoption is not just about taking tech and building technology. It's about handling change. That's the hardest thing a human being can do is change. People are capable of change. Organizations are capable of change. But changing, never mind technology, right? Changing your hiring process, changing your leadership, changing the way you do anything is so hard.
Well, the challenges in delivering services and the challenges in digital transformation as a whole, these are challenges of silos. Silos in governance, silos in government, silos of data, islands of innovation. These disparities actually stop us from bringing equity with digital development.
In many instances, what we see is that governments were built for an analog world, and as they shift from analog to e-government to digital government and now GovTech, they are still struggling with policies that are legacy policies. Our job is largely to work with government to ensure that they are driving that change, but also making sure they are not impeding innovation, but actually protecting citizen rights.
Inherently, the government has a responsibility to regulate, which means to ensure that the people are safe when they are adopting digital transformation, right? Which means a lot more emphasis on cybersecurity, a lot more emphasis on processes, and that inherently takes time, right? So I think faster policy making and the adoption of government to keep in line with newer technologies. I think these are the two areas that governments are working right now very strongly to keep in line with technology.
Governments can look at leading examples from the rest of the world and pick and choose among those. They also can do public-private partnerships where the government doesn't have to implement everything directly, but can partner with the private sector in a way that promotes governance and inclusivity, while also getting the benefit of private sector expertise and capabilities.
My name is Jasmine Begum and I come from Microsoft. My role is to advocate for the intersection between policy and technology across ASEAN, and I lead the ASEAN Legal and Government Affairs team.
My name is John Garrity. I am the Chief of Party for a USAID-funded project called Better Access and Connectivity, or Beacon for short.
I'm Stephanie C. I'm the founder of Thinking Machines, and we're a data science consulting team that does a lot of work building AI systems and data platforms.
Beacon is a 5-year project that is funded by the U.S. Agency for International Development, and the whole focus of Beacon is really to improve digital infrastructure in the Philippines.
My team and I work really hard to build AI models to help the civic sector use data to make better decisions. And when it comes to AI, that field is huge. The space is huge.
I think we are at an inflection point as far as digital is concerned. It is the AI moment, and the AI moment is here. So a lot of the work that we are doing looks at the development and the intersection between the need to advance AI policies and at the same time helping governments to meet their objectives by using AI.
The challenges are multi-pronged. The first one definitely would be the bedrock: internet connectivity. We cannot talk digital if we are not connected. In the Philippines especially, there's only a few cities like Metro Manila wherein connectivity can be relied on.
Digital technology, particularly digital infrastructure, is crucial for international development because of the role that it plays in enabling and ensuring better public service delivery.
It's important to tap new technologies like cloud computing. Cloud computings already have many functionalities and also features that can be used for cybersecurity. We should change the mindset to tap into new technologies to incorporate them in development projects.
There's a lot of data gaps, especially when you talk open data, government data. So that's another issue. And then of course, the skills. As mentioned earlier in the talk, there's a lot of talent, right? But the skills part is where we are currently lacking and where we need to beef up on.
For our development countries is very, very expensive, and it's difficult to find budgets.
We need to get to where we bridge the digital divide. Right now in our countries, there's still probably about 1/3 of the population who don't have access to the internet at all.
When it comes to adoption, of course, we have to think about the affordability of this adoption. And that's where the role of government as well as the ADB come in.
We have an annual event in ADB where we bring together all the digital practitioners from within the Climate Change and Sustainable Development Group, as well as our Information Technology Division. And we bring those together to engage with staff who are interested in digital development, and also to bring together some of our client partners and private sector partners to share ideas and plan for our next engagements, in the digital area.
There's a real value in having a face-to-face or hybrid event like Digital X ADB, where we are able to bring in different stakeholders in the ecosystem, because we get to talk about partnership, but we get to really brainstorm and advance that dialogue on how we can work together.
It is very rare to see these kind of panelists get together in one room and discuss events which actually could lead to transformation of how Asia or South Asia is going to look like over the next few years.
We had the Minister of ICT and Environment from the Maldives, who shared with us their digital identification program, which is really far ahead of many countries. And they're a very small country of only about 500,000 people, and they already have a digital ID with an app-based solution, and they're really integrating that effectively.
I'm working at the Remote Sensing Research Center, and now we try to develop the Earth observation system, and this is fully digital that will be automatically processed from the data until what come of information come to the public. And also the public can give a feedback to this system, and then people can use this Earth observation system to monitor their environment.
We're really focused on how to build interpretable, open artificial intelligence models so that the civic sector can use these AI decision engines to take their data and make better decisions from it.
We have worked together with ADB on a use case in Cambodia, where we helped ADB to implement a nature-based solution in supporting project which was building a river embankment of the Mekong River to protect the local population from flooding.
I think it is unquestionable the position of ADB as an enabler for the governments in East, Southeast Asia or South Asia, right? That is unquestionable.